Okay. What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? I'm bringing you a heavy, in-depth analysis of Jurassic World, the second trailer. It might seem a little boring and long at certain points, but we are going to examine every second of this. Every second of this trailer in heavy, in-depth analysis. So, you know, if you find it boring, then you clicked the video. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get this started. Also, I put the quality on 720p.
It's not about control.
So I hope it comes out okay and not so laggy, but we'll see what happens.
Based on respect.
Okay, so let's stop it right here. Let's go back just a second. Okay, from the first, I'd say 5 to 15 seconds of the trailer, we can already see something that's really, well, for me anyway, maybe not to everybody, but for me, is extremely alarming, to say the least. I'm very worried, to be honest, about this movie, because all these raptors, if you didn't tell already, are all CGI. Now, I'm really hoping that the movie, at some point in time, will make the switch, so to speak. Like, you know, I really want a good mix in between the movie. I want a mix of animatronics, like how it was in the first movie, and CGI, like, you know, modern technology, modern animation and things like that. I really hope the whole movie isn't just animating. That would be very disappointing, because I don't think anything can beat Steven Spielberg's work on the first movie. So I'll probably get back to that nearer to the end of the video, but as you can see, the raptors are very CGI'd. So yeah, that, I'll be honest, that has me a little concerned. I don't know what to think of this, but they're obviously all CGI'd, and that's a little startling. I hope the whole movie isn't like that. But anyway, let's continue.
Stand down. It's a relationship.
I really hope I apologize if this video is a little laggy. I don't usually make videos like this, but yeah. Okay, so the scene that we just saw with the raptors running through the forest, remember it, because we're gonna come back to it, because it's very important in my opinion, but not at this moment. You'll see what I'm talking about when we come back.
He's one of those things.
So okay, as we just saw with I believe her name is Bryce Dallas Howard. I think that's her name. I actually really enjoy the chemistry between the two characters. Star-Lord, I know that's not his name, but that's what I'm gonna call him, Star-Lord, and one of the chicks from Twilight. I actually like the chemistry between them. How they probably had like a little fling in between both of them. I think it makes for some good comedy scenes, I'm sure. So yeah, at first I was a little skeptical. I was like, ugh. I want to see dinosaurs. I don't want to see a comedy routine and things like that. But I actually ended up liking the chemistry so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing the chemistry between the two. So let's continue.
One of those things.
Every time we've unveiled a new attraction, attendance is...
Okay, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be hard to capture, but hold on. Maybe if I'm gonna go back to like around here, maybe. I'm gonna try and pause it right on it, but no promises. Okay, so as you can see, or will see any second, this is the new TRex paddock, or TRex exhibit, enclosure, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, Rexy's still enjoying goats. He's still loving the goats, which is cool. I think it's a pretty cool nod to the first movie, to be honest. What's interesting, it seems as though the park has undergone some serious renovations, because right here, as you can see, is like a big wooden tunnel of some sort, and people are looking through it like it's an actual zoo, which is really cool. I'm thoroughly excited. Like, this just looks really cool. Like, it's just a good representation of John Hammond's dream of what he wanted. Like, it's a zoo, and, well, you know, it's got biological attractions and crap like that. So anyway, let's continue. I'm gonna try and pause it at the right moment, but just missed the wait. Okay, so here's the first look at the T-Rex. Woo! This is Rexy from the first movie. You can't really see her scars or anything. So this is the first look we have of the T-Rex. It seems huge, like always. And it seems as though these guys and girls are in the tunnel that I was just looking at before. And it looks like Rexy's about to chow down on some goat. So very cool. Very, very cool. This is the first, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first look we've actually had of Rexy besides the website showing Rexy, you know, via the TRex exhibit and whatnot. So very exciting stuff. Happy to see Rexy's back. But again, this is I'm really concerned though, man, because the Velociraptors all CGI'd, and now Rexy, the beloved Rexy from the first movie, is also CGI'd. Obviously, as you can see here, she's very CGI. So I'm really hoping that the whole movie isn't just CGI dinosaurs, because I'm gonna be very, very upset if that's the case. Also, interesting little. Nah, I'm probably looking into this too far, but this is a weird scene here, because this looks like an old camera. I mean, I could be wrong, but that looks like an old camera right there in her hand, and excuse me. There's a whole bunch of like iPhones and iPads and stuff, and this one ratchet-looking camera. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know the time period. We'll have to see. But that's just weird. I don't like that. She shouldn't have a camera like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so here is... Oh, crap. I missed the button. Go back. Come on, come on. Okay, so here... Sorry about that. Here is... I'm really sorry. Like I said, I don't make videos like this too often, but when it's something this big that I'm this excited for, I have to do it. Come on, come on. Okay, so here, I paused at the right time this time. Right here, we see what I believe is the mosasaur. I believe that's what it's called. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's the mosasaur eating the other half of a shark. Just, you know, very cool scene. This dinosaur, or whatever it is, I think it's a dinosaur, but whatever. This aquatic dinosaur is, this is one of the only dinosaurs that I'll give permission. I know my permission isn't much, but I'll give it permission for being CGI'd, because I don't know how the crap they would make this not CGI'd. So, but anyway, yeah, not too much to say here. It looks like that this is just an underwater, like under the bleachers sort of thing, where, you know, they can see through glass and crap like a regular zoo. So not too much to say about this scene.
That was awesome. Corporate felt genetic modification would have the wow factor.
Okay, so here we have Stegosaurus, Gyrosphere, this dude, and this guy. That's not where I wanted to pause it. Let's see. Indominus's eye. Oh, okay, so this dude, the Chinese dude's back. Hold up, come back. This dude's back, and look, he got that fresh cut. He looking fly. He looking to the nines. I don't know how he got his job back, but whatever. I guess he was never fired. I don't know, but he should have been fired. He didn't do nothing right. But anyway, like, I blame him I blame him for the frogs like being inserted and stuff, and making all the dinosaurs being able to reproduce on their own. I blame him because how do you look past that? You're supposed to be like a genius and stuff. He messing up. He's slacking. But anyway, he got that fresh cut. I believe this dude's Henry Wu. I think that's his name. So yeah, he's back. And he's still making dinosaurs, apparently the wrong way, so whatever. Henry Wu back.
Sibling.
She ate it. We have an asset out of containment.
Alright, so this is where it starts to get interesting. And this is where we start getting new things on top of what we already knew. And I'm really, really sorry ahead of time if this video comes out laggy. On my screen it's laggy. I don't know what's happening, but whatever. I don't make these videos often, but it just has to be done. So let's see.
What is that?
Her tracking implant. She clawed it out.
How would it know to
Remembered where they put it in.
Because we've always seen this little scene. Alright, so right there, this is crucial. The last like 3 seconds that we just saw were absolutely crucial. So we can learn so much about a lot of things just from this scene. For one, in my opinion, I don't. This is not confirmed or anything, but if I was to make an assumption of some sort, you know what? Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna turn down the quality. Hopefully, it won't be as laggy. So if we go back here, let's go back to around here.
Tracking implant. She clawed it out.
How would it know to
Okay, so right there we saw it claw out the tracking implant. Interesting stuff. It's very smart. Okay, so right here, for me anyway, now this is super duper important because this is, in my opinion, unofficially confirming that he can, the Indominus, I mean, can camouflage. Because right now, judging by the roar, I mean, not the roar, the little, like, you know, mini roar that you just heard, and the angle that is looking down upon the animal control unit guy right here, this is the Indominus's point of view. So nobody, you're gonna tell me nobody saw the Indominus just standing there until just now? I don't think so. So I think he can camouflage. I think he definitely has that cuttlefish DNA, like what those unofficial leaks were saying. I think this is like almost confirming it, because now we have more information and things like that. So let's move forward. Okay, this is super duper important for a couple of reasons. One, we can see a couple names over here. That's not too important. But what's important here is we can confirm something, at least, that there's probably, unfortunately for the I saw a couple YouTubers, I can't remember who they were, say they wanted a lot of on-screen deaths, like in the Lost World, how the T-Rexes ripped Eddie apart, and you know, things like that, like more graphic kills than off-screen kills, like, you know, you don't see them die. But this is, in my opinion, confirming that there won't be too many on-screen deaths, because if you see here, these are the soldiers that are out there right now versus the Indominus. So this is the Chinese dude. Well, that's kind of racist. I don't know if he's Chinese, but this is the Asian man who is looking up at the Indominus in the previous scene that we just saw. So he's dead, and we can see their vitals right here. And obviously he's their commander, as you can see here. So in my opinion, I don't think we're going to see a lot of on-screen deaths. I think they're just going to have a flat line here when they die, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm sure we'll get some on-screen deaths, but I'm sure they're not going to be too gory or anything like that. So that kind of sucks, because I think the you know, the more graphic the kill, the more like realistic, kind of, because in the real world, you know, getting eaten alive isn't exactly a great experience. It's very graphic and things like that. So I would have liked on-screen deaths, but this screen right here is kind of, for me anyway, confirming that there won't be too many. But anyway, let's continue. There's a whole bunch of there's also a whole bunch of things over here. I don't know what this is total of. I don't know what that total of is. Let's see. Anything else we can see? Just some more troopers and things like that. So I can't really read that. It says the THR sig point. I'm not sure. Let's just keep going. We've seen that already.
Just killing for sport.
Killing for sport. We've seen that. We've seen that as well. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. Okay, so here, let me check. Ah, I missed it. Hold on. Go back. So here, for the first time ever, I'm calling it the first time ever. I know that there was an Ankylosaurus very briefly in Jurassic Park 3, but I'm not counting that one. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is the first time we've ever really seen Ankylosaurus as a part of the Jurassic world. Pun intended there. But this is part of the the Jurassic universe. And it looks like the Indominus is back here. Either the Indominus or a Carnotaur, because I see the horns right there, but the Carnotaur is part of the Indominus, so I'm assuming that's the Indominus. I can't really see it too well, but I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that's the Indominus. And it looks like he's actually chasing two Ankylosaur. And then the Ankylosaur was attacking the gyrosphere, which is a little strange. I don't know what that's about. I mean, I highly doubt the Indominus can, like, control the Ankylosaurus, like maybe with like a roar or something, but that seems unlikely. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but maybe the gyrosphere is just caught in the crossfire of them trying to defend themselves from the Indominus. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, here there's two Ankylosaur. As far as I'm concerned, this is the first time we've ever seen an Ankylosaur in the Jurassic universe properly. I'm not counting Jurassic Park 3. So yeah. Okay, so right there, that was a little quick. Let's see if I can pause it on the right moment. Ah, keep missing it. Hold on. Come on, come on. Nope, I missed it again. Go back. You can do it. Come on. All right, here we go. So something interesting that I found in this very short cut of people running was you can see like all the different types of lettering here, which is really cool to me, because that shows my guess, I guess you could say, is that they're gonna have dinosaurs organized into the countries of origin, which is really cool for me. I mean, I think that's really cool. That's either like Japan or China or something like that. Over here it looks like Spanish or maybe Portuguese or something like that. I don't know. I don't speak English, so sorry, excuse my ignorance. But over here it looks like Arabic writing or something like that. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. That they could possibly be organized into their countries of origin, which is really cool in my opinion. And Oakley, right over here. So product placement at its best. I guess Jurassic World is you know, not completely innocent, but CinemaSins, hop on that right there. Oakley.
1,000 people. You got no more votes.
All right, so right here, you see this dude just getting thrown. I thought that was cool.
You don't have enough guns.
Nothing interesting too much. All right, here we go. This is where it also gets to me, this is where I'm getting confused, man. I'm getting straight up confused because okay, let's rewind it back a bit. All right, so we can obviously see right here, Star-Lord is riding the bike. We got this dude on a quad. Kind of looks like Common, but I don't think it is. and then we got this truck-looking thing. Okay, we have 3 vehicles. I have no idea who this is, and I have no idea who's driving this. For all I know, that could be Bryce Dallas Howard. I don't know who's in here, but this is really confusing me because obviously, as we all know, look, see right there, we just saw the 3 vehicles looking like they were all going to go after the Indominus together. But then in this scene, this is the scene we all know already. The Velociraptors are only with Chris Pratt here, and I don't see any. Maybe like up here, but that doesn't make sense. But I don't see any lights or anything that could like maybe hint that the vehicles are just a little further behind. I'm very, very confused at why, or who rather, that black guy was on the quad and that Jeep looking thing. I'm really curious to know. Like, are they gonna help them? Are they gonna help Chris Pratt? Like, what's going on with them? I don't know. Alright, so they're just shooting at Indominus. This is, okay, right there. This is not super important, but this is kind of important. Right here, we could basically see Indominus on 4 legs instead of 2, which is pretty cool in my opinion. He just went from 4, and now he's going to run away with 2, which is, in my opinion, really, really cool. Confirming it even further that he's on all 4. We already know that he's on all 4, like, from the plate picture that leaked a while back, but you know, it's just cool to see it, in my opinion. And this scene is kind of important, I guess you could say. This just explains how the pterodactyls get out of their enclosure, their big bird cage, their big biodome looking thing. The helicopter outside destroys the hole or whatever, and then falls through. Now, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how that helicopter started to crash, because, as we just saw, it crashed through here, letting out a couple pterodactyls. So, how did it crash in the first place? Especially if Indominus is inside the pterodactyl enclosure. So it's going to be really, like, I don't know how would the helicopter have crashed if all the pterodactyls are in here, and so is Indominus. So who's outside making it crash? Unless there were some pterodactyls that got out prior to Indominus, maybe like scaring them or something. I don't know. I don't know why this helicopter crashed. So that's a mystery as far as I'm concerned, because the Indominus is in here and the pterodactyl is in here. The helicopter is about to set them out, as you'll see. So I don't know what made the helicopter crash. That's going to be an interesting thing to find out. Okay, so right there, I just want to point out a little detail. I won't stay on it too long. Just a little detail. Right there. Okay, so as you can see, this is a pair of legs with heels on. So I'm going to assume that's Bryce Dallas Howard, because we haven't really seen any other female protagonists thus far, especially female protagonists that feel professional enough to wear heels other than Bryce Dallas Howard. So I'm going to assume that it's Bryce running away, and behind her obviously is 2 big feet. So it's either T-Rex or Indominus, which either way is not a good thing. So I'm calling it right here and now. Tell everybody on YouTube that I called it here first. I think Bryce Dallas Howard is definitely going to die in the movie. I think she's going to get eaten by the Indominus. When she screams "run" to the little boy in the observation area, I think she's going to get eaten. So that's just my opinion. Let's continue.
Something's wrong. They're communicating.
Okay, that was really important. If you didn't hear what he just said, I want to run about one more again. Listen to what he just said, because I have a theory / opinion to discuss.
Something's wrong. They're communicating.
They are communicating, he says. They are communicating. Now, keep that in mind for this next scene.
We're talking about an animal here.
Right there, as we can see very clearly. Go back a little bit. Hopefully I can pause it on the right moment. The velociraptors are chasing after this ambulance. The ambulance, it looks as if the boy and the smaller boy are in this ambulance-like truck. Now, there's no Chris Pratt, and I think there's only 2 velociraptors here. So, this is my prediction. I think this is the way it's going to go down. I think the Indominus is going to kill 2 of the raptors. And the remaining raptors are going to submit to the Indominus. And the Indominus is going to be able to order them around. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I think we can all agree that there is inevitably going to be a fight involving Rexy from the original movie. Now, I mean, I would find it dumb if they didn't have a Rexy fight. It doesn't make sense to me. I think it should, I think it's gonna happen no matter what. So let me see if I can pause it on the right moment again, because the Velociraptors are for some reason attacking people. Now, Chris Pratt should have control over the Raptors, or, you know, at least be able to prevent them from attacking, I would think, at, you know, other people. So, in my opinion, I think the fight with the Raptors is going to go south, and the Raptors are going to submit to the Indominus, and then the Indominus, because the black guy that was, excuse me, the black guy who was just saying to Chris Pratt that, oh, they're communicating. Who's communicating? The Indominus doesn't have another Indominus to communicate with. The T-Rex, I highly doubt that that's communicating with anything. So the Velociraptors, you know, they could be communicating with each other, but why would the black guy say, oh, there's something wrong? They're communicating. There's something wrong. If the Velociraptors were communicating with each other, I wouldn't think that there'd be something wrong going on. I would think that, you know, that would have to do with the Indominus if something's going wrong. Because if they're communicating, you know, amongst themselves, I would think it's for a good reason if Chris Pratt has them under the control that he's supposed to. So that's my prediction. I think the Indominus is going to start to kill the Velociraptors, and then the remaining Velociraptors, probably 2 of them, are going to submit and start obeying the Indominus. Because right there, we see this man just getting killed by this Velociraptor. So, I think this furthers my point. Chris Pratt probably loses control of the Raptors. Indominus probably, like, scares / intimidates them into obeying him by fear. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Because otherwise, why would the Velociraptor be killing people if Chris Pratt has them under control? It doesn't make any sense.
A highly intelligent animal.
So right here, we've kind of already seen this scene. Pterodactyls, you know, come in, swoop. Very cool scene, but not too important for the purposes of this video. You know, the mosasaur comes out and is about to eat this pterodactyl. So, you know, not too important for the purposes of you know, analyzing the trailer and things like that, but, you know, it still makes for a cool scene, whatever. So yeah, that's the trailer. So wait, let me go back. So anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I was right? Do you guys think maybe do you think I'm overlooking anything? Do you think I'm looking too deeply into anything? Oops, sorry about that. What's it called? So yeah, just let me know in the comments, I guess. This is my heavy analysis of the Jurassic Park trailer number 2. that was just released on 420. So thanks for watching.